and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cynthia and I do sugar glider vlogs. So welcome back if you're an old follower, and welcome if you're a new subscriber. So today's video is going to be just a little bit different because I'm actually going to talk to you about the two personalities of Aussie and Gia. So I think it'll be really exciting for you guys to basically really get to know them. Well, I feel like it's only right to start with talking about Gia because Gia basically brought herself to me. And what I mean by that is when I was getting my two sugar gliders, Aussie and Gia, the people at the pet shop, since I never had sugar gliders before, they wanted to give me sugar gliders that seemed a bit more docile and just not as I guess maybe hyper to get along with or whatever. But so they brought out one sugar glider, and that sugar glider was just I think it ran everywhere, and it was just going crazy. So they were like, no, this one's a bit, we're gonna go get you another one. And when Gia came out, she automatically jumped onto my ex, and basically she was set there and she was chilling. What makes that really funny is that Gia is actually a really shy sugar glider, unlike Aussie, who actually is a lot more courageous and brave. So if you watched any of my bonding videos, in the beginning I used to talk about how Aussie, she didn't really care to come out and explore the cage when they were new, but Gia was very timid, and it took for Aussie to come out for her to kind of follow behind. And even till this day, Gia is just a little less brave, I would say, than Aussie. Aussie is a lot more just she's not as she doesn't really care, she's not phased as much. And yeah, it's super awesome to see two different little personalities. I love it, so cute. With that being said, Gia is super sweet as well as super loving. So obviously, like I said, when we first got her, before she was officially mine, she had jumped over to my ex-boyfriend and she was holding on to him, and I think she felt comfort. But with that being said, she is definitely the more affectionate sugar gliders, or sugar glider I should say. But she's more likely to come over to me, she's more likely to try to give me kisses, she's more receiving of love. If I pet her, she'll take it, she enjoys it. Where Aussie's not as affectionate. She definitely shows love. She'll come to me, she'll climb up on me, and she'll let me kiss her and everything. But when I go to pet her and stuff, she's not always having it. Especially if she's peeking out the pouch and I'm petting them as I usually do, she will literally just go right back into the pouch. She's like, no thanks mom, don't touch me. And she's just generally like that. She's not as affectionate. And I mean, what can you do? It's like I said, it's just really awesome to see the two different personalities. Be a little obvious, but Aussie definitely prefers to eat a little more than Gia. And I don't mean anything by that. I don't want it to seem weird or mean, because obviously I love my shuggies and I see nothing wrong with them, just one is a little chunk. But yeah, anytime the food's out, she's eating. I always see her eating. She's the first one trying to get the treat, she's the first one at the food bowl. Where Gia, she eats, but she's not as enthusiastic about it. And the funny thing with that is also Gia loves to run in her wheel and get her workout in, where Aussie is kind of a little more lazy. She'll prefer to tail carry once in a blue, or play with the toys. And she does, don't get me wrong, she does use the wheel, but she's just, it's not something that she's like gonna do all night. And you know, Gia definitely beats her. Something that I find really funny is the fact that even though Gia is the sweeter sugar glider like towards me, she can definitely be a bit feisty. Sometimes she will snatch the food from Aussie, which like I'm just like, why'd you do that? There's literally a whole bowl of food and you just wanted to take it out her hands, kind of thing. And she also, like, when she's sleeping in her pouch at night, sometimes like Aussie's trying to get in there and she is just crabbing away. She does not want her in there. She does not want to be bothered. So she can definitely be super feisty, which I think is pretty. Another difference between Aussie and Gia is that Aussie will pretty much eat every treat that I give her. She's not gonna turn it down, whereas sometimes Gia will literally look at me and throw the snack, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I guess that's how you're feeling.
So good, little chun.
So obviously Aussie and Gia, they are the same kind of sugar glider, but they look kind of different. At first it was really hard for me to tell them apart. I would like just be like, oh my goodness, like I don't know who's who. And obviously I really wanted to know who was who so that I could do things like distinguish their personality and stuff. But you guys, I have mentioned it before, maybe you guys noticed. So Aussie is a little bit chunkier, as well as she has darker circles around her eyes and her face, where Gia is thinner and she has more of just like the basic face.
You have to pump it. And pull your topper, it's gonna be all foamy. God, have you never been to a party before?
No. I was sick for a really long time.
Oh. Sorry.
Oh my god, what's your problem? How are you eating?
Hi, Aussie. What are we doing?
Yeah! And now the boy becomes a man! Feed me!
Gia, can you two relax? All the arguing, all the fighting, it's annoying.